All right, let's do this. Hello, you two. Let's see, I feel like I'm missing something. I'm always missing this. Let's do it. Cool. I have appeared. Okay. So, yeah, really quickly. No, I don't mysteriously have contacts. Yeah, I definitely don't mysteriously have contacts. Actually, I was driving my wife to the airport yesterday. Her grandma has entered into hospice, and so it's just me and the kids right now for a few weeks, maybe. So I was driving her to the airport, and I put my glasses on the center console so that I could wear my sunglasses to drive to the airport, and she put her purse on my glasses, and it scratched the lens right in the middle, so I can't actually see out of my glasses. But now I also don't see super well without them, so it's going to take 2 weeks for the optometrist to fix my glasses, and so I was also able to get a new pair that will come in sometime, I don't know, in the next week and a half. So hopefully those come in sooner. Yes, I did get a haircut too. It was time. It was very much time. So, anywho, if you're wondering why is the stream so late at night, it's because it's just me alone with the kids right now. So this isn't like full screen right now. There we go. And so since I have to wait till I put them to bed before I can actually do anything, it's pretty crazy. It will be for a few weeks, but that's just how it is. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, it's a crummy situation, honestly. Like it's sort of like when I posted like a year and a half ago about how I wasn't able to post as much just because like there was stuff going on in the family. It was that we got told by her family that she wasn't going to make it, and that we had to go up immediately. But then she did make it. And so then we've gotten one of those calls like every month for the last year and a half. And so finally she's just sort of given up on the fight, just because she's just too miserable, which really sucks. But that isn't what I want the focus of the stream to be. So, yeah, I'm going to move. I'm going to move totally forward. So, we have new Puzzle Masters cards available to us right now. We've got a new set of cards in each of the packs. So we've got green, white, blue, black, red. And I know that the two of you that are here are pretty active in Discord. Oh, there's 3 of you now. So you're pretty familiar with how this all goes. And the new cards in the packs and whatnot. I got really, really lucky, sort of. I really wanted to push for Nissa's Expedition. I really, really, really wanted this card. This is one of the biggest chase cards in the game for me because of some of the other cards that exist. And I was able to pull it before getting Cycle of Life and the Guilt Leaf Archdruid. So it was unfortunate that I pulled the Elvish Archdruid here. This I did not want, but at the very least, I was able to save another 500 crystals by not going down that rabbit hole right there. So there are some serious pros to the new cards that have been added, but there's also some serious cons. And as we go, I'd love to hear some of what you guys think about these as well. But the serious pros and cons are, I don't know, some of the pros are actually cons, and the cons are just all cons. So the first of those weird pro cons is Colony Garden. This is a new card that came in with Puzzle Masters this week. And this card is a problem. And it's not a problem because of the crashes that it's causing. There's a lot of crashes going on with this card. But it's a problem because I'm just going to go ahead and say that this here is the most powerful land that has ever entered Puzzle Quest. And it's not even close. This here is the most powerful to ever enter the game that's a land. And it's always going to be standard. So this thing, when it enters the board, it seeds a gem. At the beginning of your turn, you're going to convert 3 to green. And when you seed 1 or more gems, you're going to create an elemental token. That elemental token it's a 5/5, which is just absolutely insane to me. So this here is by far the best land in the game for a number of reasons. So firstly, the most gems that like a land is going to be able to convert is 3. It's very rare that we get a land that converts 3 to a color. I think very, very rare actually in Puzzle Quest. And this thing converts 3 to a color. It's also fairly rare that we get a land with an enter the battlefield effect. We've got the shock lands from the, I think it's the Ravnica block, right? The Ravnica block, the shock lands where they entered and they would convert 2 gems to one or another color. But that was, like, it's good, but not great. And then we've got, yeah, guys, they're 5/5s. And then we've got the, oh shoot, what are they called? We've got the lands from the Innistrad cycle, and those give 5 mana to everything in our hand, which is really good, right? Like that was really good. But this seeds a gem, which is really good. And then on top of that, so not only does it have gem conversion, not only does it have an enter the battlefield effect that's really good, but it also can kill your opponent. So creating a token every time you seed a gem is crazy. So because of this card alone, Nissa, the new Nissa, Vital Force, is an S+ tier Planeswalker. She's going to be probably the best green Planeswalker in the game, unless they don't fix the crashes, for the rest of eternity. I don't see how they're going to make something that's going to be a lot better than this. I don't know. We've also got Selvala, Heart of the Wilds. This is an amazing card. So this one is going to seed gems, but the really big thing here is this right here. So at the beginning of your turn, you can give this thing can't attack and block, and then if you do, you convert X gems to green. X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So it's not base power, it's power. So this thing just converts the whole world to green. The whole world becomes green. And then it also gives your first other enabled creature Leyline, which is really nice. So it's going to get a massive buff. This card is really, really good. So of the new cards, right, we've got Selvala, and we got Colony Garden. Those are both really big chase cards. Regardless of what your collection looks like, you want those cards. Like they're big deal cards. We also got Utopia Sprawl. It is not good. I actually went over like all the chase cards in a video. So if you want to go ahead and watch that. But yeah, and then so the other thing that makes this Colony Garden absurd, and I don't fully understand the design philosophy behind this, was that they also introduced Boundless Realms, which is going to fetch the first land from your library, basically give it full mana, seed gems, and then, of course, also the Nissa's Expedition, which is also going to fetch a land, give it full mana, and seed gems. So the idea here is that you're going to be seeding gems out the boom and doing terrible, terrible things. So I'm going to start with green. Depending on how late it gets, I might get to blue tonight. If I don't get to blue, well, then I just made an accidental clickbait title and blew myself. So I hope not, but whatever. Thank you, Tobias Fienke, for that little line. I'm becoming a problem now that I'm not a teacher, and I really need to not be a problem now that I'm not a teacher, but whatever. So the first thing that I wanted to show you guys was this deck right here. So this deck, the first problem here is that there's a critical crash with Colony Garden, and also with seed gems. So it's actually quite a problem. I imagine that I will probably crash here. It's basically if a seed gem gets destroyed, and then another seed gem, like 2 seed gem triggers happen at once, it crashes the game. But what I really quickly wanted to showcase was just sort of how this nonsense all works in conjunction with itself. So I've gotten a few questions in Discord about like, hey, Michael, why are you using the Great Aurora? I'm using the Great Aurora because removal is king. I hate losing, and the Great Aurora means I never lose. So this is actually a pretty ridiculous clickbaiter. I'm a master clickbaiter. So here, this is perfect because I've got both of the lands, and I've got a turn timber, which means I'm going to be able to fetch an Oracle of Moldiah. So yeah, I thought that was the case. So we're gonna go for the Oracle of Moldiah here with the Turn Timber, and of course I'm gonna lose the Oracle if I play it. So let's do this first. Let's Great Aurora this, and then hey Mark, has you an opinion of any of the really new PMI cards? 100%, yes. So that's a great question, Rob. So it has my opinion changed about any of the Puzzle Master cards after playing with them? Absolutely. Colney Garden I thought was going to be good when I first saw it, but now that I've actually played with it, I don't just think it's good. I think it's an actual problem. I think it's too good that it's perma standard, which is a little bit unfortunate. I hate to say that something is too good. But you'll see in just a hot moment what I mean by this. It's very much too good. So, if you're wondering, by the way, why I did not play the Great Aurora there, it was just because I figured that there was a very real chance that my opponent would play something, and so if I Great Aurora here and then I turn Timber, then this means that if Garruk had wound up having some kind of like crazy turn and played something, that I would have still been totally gravy. So. Here's where crap basically figuratively hits the fan, because I'm going to get the Garden down, I'm going to get a Dryad Arbor down, and then, I mean, this is basically game over. Like, that's just how this works, unfortunately. So, actually, I could make the blue into red, but I don't think that blue into red is good for me. So, no, it's not. I'm actually going to take... Yeah, I'll take this green one, because that should ensure that I get stuff. So, I'm not actually going to tap my screen. I don't want to trigger the crash. Okay. So I'm not sure specifically what is triggering the crash, but the crash is a major big time problem. So watch what happens with the oozes here, just as an example, right? This should trigger. Okay, so did I crash the game? Yes. Okay, so there's crash number 1. Is this a hard crash? That's a hard crash. Okay, yeah. I can't do anything. You can see, if you see Nissa, I'm tapping her right here. And it's not doing anything. So that's a hard crash. So this is the unfortunate thing, right? Is if you try and play the optimized version of this, you will get crashes, and it will not work. So that's bad news bears. But with that said, there's a way around this. So first thing is first, don't actually use new Nissa. All right? New Nissa, don't use her with the Colney Garden. What we're going to do is we're going to use another Planeswalker that was very much made for this. Oh, do I not have the deck saved? I don't. Well, you guys get to see how I deck build then. And it can stay named Degenerate because this deck is absolutely degenerate. It should not exist. So basically the core of every green deck that you ever make, once you get these cards, should always look like this. And unfortunately, I don't see why you would ever change it. Is 1, 2, 3, and 4. These 4 together should be in every green deck you make from now on until the end of time, basically. That just should be your core. And then from there, you're gonna want to build based on that. So we're gonna go land forming here. We're gonna use Realms Uncharted, and we're gonna use Turn Timber, and then we're gonna use the Oracle of Moldiah, because the Oracle is absolutely busted. And then we're going to use I'm using Worldwaker. So Worldwaker works way better with Seed Gems than Wrenn and 7 does, because the way that Seed Gems work is they give you mana based on the number of creatures and reinforcements you control. And so Nissa's first ability just spams out a bunch of those forest elementals, and so it's pretty ridiculous. With the Ajani tokens on the new Ajani, you've had what happen with the Ajani tokens, Mark? A crash? Oh, right, yeah, so don't forget, Michael. Throw in your Saga. Here's the Saga. We're going to throw in the Aurora. And then finally, let's see, I've got Creature 1. I've got Creature 2. So I need one more creature in the deck, potentially. So let's throw another creature in this deck, shall we? What's another creature that I can throw in the deck? That's it. It's, I could use Phylath, actually. Phylath is just so stupid. Sure, we'll use Phylath because Phylath is fair and balanced. No, we're not. I'm going to be a big kid. I'm using the Green Warden. We're going to do it this way. All right, so The idea behind this deck is to try and make as many of our elemental tokens as possible. Oh yeah. There's a lot of problems in the game right now. This patch has given us a lot of problems. Hopefully they get fixed soon. I know that when this happens, Octagon just focuses completely on fixing whatever's broken. So hopefully that will be the case with this as well. So, okay, well this is a great way to start out the game. We're gonna get an Oracle, and I've already got my land in my hand. I've got one of them. I don't have the important one, but I have one of them. So that's good news. So we're gonna take the 5 match, which is good, and then we're gonna go for loyalty. Loyalty. Use Omnath and I actually have done that. I've done that. The Omnath and mascot exhibition. That was actually the very, very first thing that I tried with this, honestly. And it's entirely unfair. Like, there's no question about it. It's entirely unfair. So, the Oracle is going to... Oh, I shouldn't have used my first. That was foolish. I forgot. That's what I get for being a sleepy boy. You don't want to use your first here, which is sort of an odd thing to say, honestly, with Nissa. But you don't want to be using your first because you want to ensure that you get your garden. So here I'm just going to go for loyalty. I need to try and get my garden so that I can make my elemental tokens. That's really not a creature that I want to see, if I'm being totally honest with the world. But sometimes you don't get a choice. No, I'm not going to pay the life, but I do have a Boundless Realms, so hopefully this is going to get me... No, it did not get me the garden. Kung Fui. We don't like that, obviously. We want the garden. So here what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna pop one of these. Okay, cool. I've got my second ability here, which is good, so I'll be able to draw more cards. But I'm just gonna kill my opponent too fast here. I'm not even gonna get the garden down, which is unfortunate. Oh, I didn't use the Green Warden. I use Nissa's Revelation. Okay, that was what I did wrong here. I should be running Nissa's Revelation, because even here, like, this is okay. Let's use World Wake. Do we get the garden? We don't get the garden. Okay, so without the garden, I'm just gonna go ahead and end this here, because this is obviously gonna end the match, and then I'm going to swap this deck around just a little bit. I could Aurora, but it's okay. I can better optimize the deck for what it is that I'm trying to show you guys, and that'll make the cookie crumble way better. So we'll do that. I should say that the level of mana that you get with Nissa Worldwaker and this is wildly unfair. It's a problem. Like, the amount of mana that you get with green now is a legitimate problem for sure. So the first thing to be aware of is that if you use Yavimai's land, the Yavimaya land, or if you use new Nissa, that this deck will crash. It's a big problem, so you want to be careful of that. We're going to actually swap out the Green Warden for Nissa here. Nissa's Revelation. Okay, so this... Am I missing something? No, this should work. This should work. Yeah, so I use Worldwaker second quite a bit, honestly. And you'll see with this deck, I prefer the second to the first because the increase in mana cost for all the cards in your hand is entirely meaningless because... there's no such thing as mana with this deck when you get it going. Like, there's really no such thing as mana. It's unbelievable. Like, I can't believe how good this is. It's crazy. And then, no, I did not want to do that. Bugger. Oh well. I can't kick this. I meant to tap somewhere else on my screen, and then I screwed the pooch. So if you're wondering what happened there, Michael, why did you do that? That was an uncharacteristically stupid play for you. Yes, it was. It was an accident. So we're gonna do this, but this game is great, honestly, because this is where I definitely get to show you how absolutely butts broken this is. So we're gonna be one match off of the Oracle, which is fine. We're gonna get the Oracle this turn, and I'm actually going to risk it for the biscuit here. So let's. You know what? Forget it. I don't need to risk. I don't need to risk for no biscuits. No. Yeah, I don't need to risk for a biscuit. I'm good. I'm totally good here. Yeah, this is gravy. And this is Revelation is a nice pull right there, actually. I do like that I just got that there. I will say that one thing is, this is going to maybe sound a little bit silly to some of y'all, but it's kind of hard to see my screen. I'm going to be totally honest here. I can't quite see all the gems perfectly, so I'm doing my best. All right, we're gonna convert some gems, which is good because that's gonna get us seed gems. And then we're going to get the garden, and do I get the arbor here too? I don't think so. I don't think there is a way to get the arbor. Okay, this is gonna get the arbor too. Okay, so next turn is where we just get to turn the whole world into butts. So, okay, so we got elemental 1, elemental 2, which is ridiculous that when you play... So the other thing that's crazy about the garden is that when you play subsequent copies of the garden, you're just making it more powerful, which just begs the question why, right? And then also now all of our conversion for the rest of the match is going to give us 5/5 elemental tokens, which once again begs the question why? Because with seed gems, you're going to be getting more based on having more tokens or more creatures, which we're going to be getting out the wazoo here because of how this all works. So I'm going to go ahead and use World Wake because, as I said, mana is something that does not matter at all for this deck. And what we're going to do is we're going to move those on up. I actually have absolutely no need for the Great Aurora, so I'm actually going to throw that away here, and then yeah, I'm going to get all the mana right here. So it hasn't finished registering at all, but my whole hand is going to be full mana with that's going to give me a whole bunch more elemental tokens because, you know, fair and balanced. We're going to get even more of these little elemental wankers here, which is just like, excuse me, what? And then we're going to turn Timber for Moana over here to get more forests. I'm actually going to save this turn Timber in the event that they kill Moana. I'd prefer that they don't, but, you know, they could. And I'd also like to not kill my opponent here, right? I would like one more turn of just absolute unadulterated baloney if I can. So I'm at 50, 80, 85, 87, 93. Perfect. So my opponent will be just barely alive here. So let's do this. We're going to freeze that nonsense down. We've definitely got enough tokens that this is just going to be 2 more bindings for free. So we're just going to get rid of my opponent's board because why not? Because mana means literally nothing to us. And then my opponent will be okay at 2 health. That's fine. So let's see how many of those elemental tokens get made here. If they don't break all of my lands. Okay, that's fine. So okay, so we're gonna get 1 elemental token here. Oh wait, did they break? Oh, did they break the garden? Oh, good, they didn't break the garden. Cool. You always know it's a sad time when the garden gets broken. Honestly. Okay, so here what we're gonna do is we're gonna be a big kid. We don't have a 5 match, so we're actually gonna keep the binding. We're gonna keep all of this nonsense, and we're gonna use our first ability. Because the first ability is going to convert gems. And remember, because of the Oracle, anytime that we get a gem match that's green, we're going to seed more gems. So we're just going to keep seeding here, which is good, which is going to get us even more of our elemental tokens. And then, I mean, this is obviously very much game over. But the part that I want to point out, right, is that, like, when you have a way of just generating bumloads of mana, it's kind of meaningless to be able to generate bumloads of mana if you don't have anything to give that mana to. But the thing about this is that you have, like, oh gosh, like you don't need to sink your mana into anything because the land makes such a big token that it kills your opponent. There's like, what do you do about this? Because lands are difficult to destroy. Let's be real. Like, in Puzzle Quest, lands are not the easiest things in the world to break, right? So, when we get this going, it just becomes like next level big kid brain stuff because, I mean, I've got a 103 token on the battlefield that I get to have just for making mana. That's it. That's all I have to do. Like, my opponent built stuff up. They got mythics on the battlefield. They got masterpieces on the battlefield. Doesn't matter. I'm at full life. I could have one-shot them. If they wipe my board, big whoop, I get another garden. And then it all starts all over again. So I'll use the deck again just to show you how absurdly consistent this is. Like, yeah, it's really good. So the other thing about, good lord, this is a hand that I should not be allowed to have. The other thing about this that makes this tricky is I don't know if there's really a good way for this to get nerfed anytime soon, because like, if let's say that Octagon nerfs this, right? Let's say that they go, you know what, everybody, we wanted to let you know that we made something that came in a little bit too hot. We think this was a little bit of a mistake, so we're going to tweak this. You're going to get a whole bunch of people who spent money on the Puzzle Master set that are going to be crying bloody murder, and they're going to get a refund for all their stuff, because that's how it works in the Google Play Store and the Apple Store. And then it's not going to be good for Octagon to nerf this right now. Like, it would be really bad for them, actually. And so, like, but at the same time, this exists. So it's one of those, I definitely feel like, I don't know. You guys can tell me if I sound conceited for saying this. I sort of wish that they, I don't know, maybe like, just like a select group of players that they were like, you know what, hey guys, we're gonna make some new cards. So we wanted to ask your guys' opinions on them, because they actually did that for a few sets with me, and I was able to give some feedback. And how many packs did I buy? Let's see. I got all the rares. So wait, I got 3, 6, 8. I think I got 10 packs, Goss. I think I got 10. Because the other thing about the packs is that the packs you have to get all of the new colorless cards before you can start getting anything of real value from the new Puzzle Master set, sort of, which is a separate issue in and of its own. And so I wanted to ensure that I got the garden, and I wanted to ensure that I got all the stuff that would fetch the garden. And so I was definitely going to make sure that I got everything possible from these packs. From green specifically. I didn't fill out any of the other colors, right? I filled out green. I got my chase card in blue. 2,500 gold. So I filled out green. I got my chase card in blue, and I was like, I'm done. However, depending on the reception of this stream, I'll go ahead and fill out the rest of blue, and then keep doing that for the other colors as well. So we'll see what the people want. Come on, really? Well, that was crummy. I got basically everything possible converted that I could have, and I didn't actually get any matches from it. Everything that could have been was, except for the actual matches, converted to green, basically. But that's okay. It's not like I need it. Yeah, I'm 100% a gardener now. There's no question, like, at all. I mean, like, what else are you supposed to do? Oh god, I'm gonna get 3 gardens here. I could use my first. You know what? Let's risk this. Let's see what we get. Oh, that's the. Okay. We're gonna get 2 more expeditions here. We're gonna get. Oh, this is so beautiful, guys. I've got a 5 match. This is the crazy thing. I'm gonna skip out on a 5 match. I have no reason to go for a 5 match here. Do I just not have any lands that I'm able to fetch from my deck? Oh, I didn't have room in my hand. Next level brain stuff right there. Okay. We're going to take the Colony Garden. We're going to give it full mana, because that's going to seed gems. The garden seeds gems. The arbor does not. So we're going to play another garden. This is going to seed 5 more gems. This is going to give us 25 more of elemental because actually it could give us more because we're now out of gems that are green, so it's going to start converting gems to green now. So we're going to convert 3 more gems to green here. So this is going to convert 1. Okay, come on. 2. Come on, give us a swap. Give us a match, I mean. 3. Last one. You punk. Oh, we did it. We did it. Look at this. Look at this. It's there's 150 token from a land. Please. Seriously. What? Oh. Yeah. Well, I don't know, guys. Oh, man, 150 token. Oh, jeez. This is just so silly. Okay. Let's, you know what, let's throw in another Puzzle Masters card, because I told you guys this card was crazy, but I'm not using it right now, so I need to actually show you guys how crazy it is. I'm not even going to bother healing. I'm going up against a Johnny. I give this many cares, because I make the world's biggest elemental tokens. I've actually, there's another way that you can do this to make the elementals even bigger, actually, where if you have the white, ooh, this is a fantastic match. Here, okay, so this red match here, right, is going to come down. This green match is going to be on the bottom. It's going to get this white one, which is going to drop this black one, and it's going to give me that. And then all of that could also give me this as a blue match. So, yeah, this is going to be a pretty sweet match. All right, I didn't get the blue, but that's cool. And then now here, I'm actually going to do something a little bit odd. I'm going to go for the garden and the arbor. Oh, and really quickly, you'll notice people ask me about how I select cards for fetch, so I want to go over this really fast. This might be something that you didn't know about Puzzle Quest, but when you're given the opportunity to pick from 4 cards, the first card that you tap on is going to be the first card that enters your hand, regardless of where it is on this grid right here, right? Secondly, this card right here is the first card in my deck that I could fetch. So this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, this is number 4, meaning that the turn timber here is the last of these available cards in my deck. So you'll see that I'm going to tap Colony Garden first, and I'm going to be tapping number 3 here. I'm going to be tapping number 3 here because I would love to organically draw this Colony Garden right here. Actually, it doesn't matter because I guess it destroys the others, but for let's pretend that it didn't destroy the others. And then the second one I would select is Dryad Arbor, right? So by selecting the garden first, that means this is going to be the first one in my hand. By selecting the arbor second, that means that's going to be the second one in my hand. And by doing this, that would also mean that there would be a Colony Garden probably higher up in my deck that I'd be able to draw if this didn't destroy the others. So just if you wanted to know about some like high level like metagaming about like why is it that I make some of the decisions that I make when I play, that's a big kid play right there. So just pointing that out. Not to like toot my own horn and be like, oh my gosh, I'm amazing, guys. But it's just, I get asked a lot about why I make some of my matches, and so I thought I would explain that. Let's see here. This is pretty good, actually. So here I could, right, so we've got the obvious match here to move this loyalty gem over and get this green to drop down, but that is not the best match at all. The best match is actually for me to take this red and drop it down, because if I drop this red down, what's going to happen is this here is going to drop down, right? And that's going to give me a 4 match, which is going to destroy this row right here. And then it's going to cause this here to drop down, which will give me this match. And on top of that, by doing this, when this falls down, it could give me another green match, which could wind up breaking and give me a black match, which could wind up breaking and give me a whole bunch more. So just if you guys are just wondering like why, and if I'm talking too much about like my matches and you're like, dude, just shut up and make your matches and play the game. I can do that. I just like to go over why I make the decisions that I make, so that hopefully maybe this helps you when you play, right? You're like, oh, hey, I remember that Scrub Nalthazar did this on his stream or in a video, and so I could do that. I could be a big kid. And then you could put on your big kid pants and be like, I'm a big kid now. However, if you did do that, you would probably feel at least a little bit upset with yourself for doing that. So I would actually advise that you not do anything that makes you upset with yourself. It's always best to have that internal nirvana and happiness. So, you know what? Just completely ignore me. I'm a monster. That's all there is to it. Yep. Okay, Michael. Nice you. Okay. I'm going to actually save one of these Nissa's Revelations because the other one's just going to draw me one card. And drawing one card is for nubs, so I don't want to do that. I'm actually one away from my first ability, so I'm going to go ahead and take the green match here just because I know I'm going to get my first ability anyways. And then I'm going to play the Nissa's Revelation, and I'm hoping to get something good. Okay, I can go ahead and say that that's good. I wanted to showcase the new card, but I don't know that I'll be able to. I might just kill my opponent too fast because of these elemental tokens being busted and butts, like just complete butts. So let's move this one up and this one up and this one up. I've got so many Nissas here. This is crazy. Okay, well this is gonna seed more gems, right? So we got the sweetie here. That's great. We love that one. And then let's go ahead and use my first. I don't want to make these tokens actually. I just want to make more seed gems. Which might be foolish because, you know, I would love to be able to showcase some other stuff going on here as well. But I'm actually going to freeze down this Nissa's Revelation right here. I don't need to use it. And I'm actually going to go for the double seeded gems because that's going to fill up my hand with mana. And I love filling up my hand with mana. That's always a good thing. So we're going to boundless realms. Do I have enough of these? No, I don't. Okay, well, that's cool. I'm going to take the garden here. Okay, actually, I could have taken an arbor. The arbor would have destroyed a gem, which may have been the better play. Although this is going to convert gems now, because there aren't available green gems on the battlefield. So, okay, well, they are in bed. That's the thing. They're in bed. They're supposed to be asleep. It takes my 2-year-old, I kid you not, like 4 hours to fall asleep. It's not 4. It's more like 2.5 or 3. But I might have to actually like go over there and lay down the firm hand of dad. When I say the firm hand of dad, I do not ever physically confront my kids. I just mean like tell him go to bed. I love the Masters set. Hey, it's a patron. This dude supports my channel. Jason, if you're here, thank you. You are a wonderful person. I actually, as my patrons go, it's kind of lucky. I genuinely like all of them. Like I'll just chat with a bunch of them. Some of them just send me messages in Discord and we chat. I chat more actually in DMs with my patrons, or in my patron chat than I do anywhere else. But Jason is just a fantastic person, very interesting fellow from Texas. You know what? I want to showcase something, so I'm gonna dip real fast. Let me showcase something else that's fun, right? That was green. I feel like I could continue showing more of green, but I don't let him take naps during the day. He just doesn't sleep. He's just awake. It's crazy. Super crazy. Is it actually Redonk? Hi, Redonk. Good to see you tonight. So here, what I want to showcase is some of the blue stuff, because blue is butts. So blue being butts. There's a few things that you should know about blue, and I feel like I should almost dedicate a stream to just blue. Oh my gosh, there's so many interactions. Like where to begin? When you see a good move, look for a better one. Let's see. Okay, I know exactly where to begin. All right, we're going to do this. So, time bubble gems, right? If you haven't caught this, the time bubble gems that you make from Deny, and any one of those gems that enters the battlefield actually counts as you casting a support. So any card that gets a benefit from you casting supports is going to get a benefit from your time bubble gems. Furthermore, those time bubble gems also count as enchantments. So there's a few planeswalkers that are able to take big time benefits out of those time bubble gems. One of them is Ashiok. Ashiok Nightmare Muse, because the Ashiok Nightmare Harvest is going to exile the top 3 cards of your opponent's library every time you have a time bubble enter the battlefield. So in conjunction with the Greater Living Torment token here on the bottom, this turns Ashiok into even more of a controlling spammy monster than Ashiok was before, which is absolutely crazy. So you're able to do some really cool things with Ashiok that I really enjoy, and so I actually want to showcase a deck. Gauze, I think you'll get a great amount of enjoyment out of this one because it is based on Tegrid, and I know that you put out a video on Tegrid. I know that you like that card. And then the other Planeswalker that I actually really like with the Time Bubble Gems, and this is a Planeswalker that like nobody ever mentions anymore, but is actually pretty solid now because of Time Bubble, is Tezzeret the Schemer. So Tezzeret's third ability has it creates a support that says when a support you control is destroyed, your opponent takes 10 damage. So with Time Bubble Gems and this thing, you just your opponent dies. Like, think of how often you destroy Time Bubble Gems or your opponent destroys Time Bubble Gems, and then you just laugh, right? So Ashiok. You know what? Actually, I'm going to make this my main Ashiok deck because this deck is no longer standard, so I cannot use this in my Pauper tournaments anymore. The idea behind this is based on this card right here, Tegrid's Lantern. So Tegrid's Lantern, when you get the heralded version, becomes Tegrid, God of Fright. And Tegrid has the really important piece here is when your opponent discards a non-copy, non-spell card, meaning when your opponent discards a creature or a support, you may create a copy of that in your hand with full mana. So basically, if you make your opponent discard cards, then you get to just steal them. And time bubbles count as making your opponent discard cards. So that's going to work itself out really nicely. So we can actually run a bunch of stuff with Deny in this, and it's going to work itself out really nicely. So we're actually going to run a bunch of stuff with Deny in this deck. We're going to run Washout because this card is completely butts. And then we're also going to run Desertion here because this just is fun to use and it steals our opponent's stuff. I'm then going to be running the Bridge because this card is also butts. It's just going to be fetching the Tegrid's Lantern. We want Tegrid to be out. We're also going to be putting in this deck Teferi because there's no such thing as a blue deck that doesn't use Teferi, Hero of Dominaria right now. I'm sorry, I'm a scrub. I use my crutches. And then we're going to Tegrid Steel Yoga. Exactly. We're going to use our blue conversion because blue conversion is going to be good. Oh, no, I can't use my blue converter in this like that. We're going to use blue conversion anyways because landforming exists. Thank you, landforming. Actually, what is the support that I didn't use last time? Oh, I didn't use Time Walk. I'm going to pull out Time Walk. I don't need it. I want my Convert Blue. I want my Magosai. Convert Blue. Great job spelling, Michael. That was some like first grade stuff right there. Okay, so we're gonna play the Magosai into the deck, and then the last card that right. How could I forget? So the point of this deck is Tegrid, and this nonsense right here. So here's the deal. This thing reads each player. Let's do this. There we go. Each player discards all cards that can be discarded from their hand and draws that many cards. Each player discards their hand. So with Tegrid, you discard your hand, your opponent discards their hand, you get all the creatures and supports from their hand in your hand with full mana. Then you draw your cards to time reversal. Then you play all the stuff from their hand for free. Then you potentially play the stuff that you drew to time reversal. And because people's hands were fresh, if you drew a time reversal, then you're going to play the second one. And if your opponent drew any creatures or supports, then they're going to discard all of those too, and they're going to give them to you, and you're going to play them. So, yeah, it's beautiful. So we're gonna do this. This, as you will see pretty quickly, is ridiculous. Unfortunately, I am up against another Teferi deck, and I'm pretty sure I actually know what Jason's deck is as well. So I don't think I'll be able to get up to all of the hijinks that I would like to be able to get up to here. Oh my gosh. Look at this match. Look at this match. Blue into black into white. So that's going to be 16, 17 mana. I'm going to be 1 mana short of Teferi here, so I'm actually just going to pray that I get him. Okay. Turn 1 Teferi. We'll take it. Yeah, I love the art on Time Reversal. I actually have a paper version of Time Reversal. That's a foil. It was one of the earlier foil mythics I ever pulled, and I never got rid of it because I absolutely love the art on it. So here we're just actually going to go ahead and straight away steal whatever that first card is. Okay, we've taken his Dragon Turtle. I don't want Dragon Turtle to be up against me, so I'm actually pretty good with stealing his Dragon Turtle there, and then I'm actually going to get a free. I'm getting a free Magosi there, right there, which is pretty good. Do I have any black matches? I don't, but I might have one. So let's go for the maybe here. Let's go for loyalty and maybe a black match. Cool, we get a black match. So we get the Magosi, which is good. And then let's see what Dad Fairy there wants to do. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to do anything. That's good. I appreciate that. I respect that. Okay, so here, let's freeze those two down for just a hot moment. We're going to go for the 5 match because 5 matches are good for the soul. And then we're going to do this right here because we want washed out to come out. So we're going to do washed out. We're going to Seagate to have a full hand. Ah, there's a Tegrid. Bummer. Well, we're going to Time Reversal to get rid of all those things with mana that we just gave to Teferi because we don't want Teferi to have mana. Okay, cool. I get Tegrid 1. Can I get a Tegrid 2? Perfect, I get Tegrid 2. This is going to be beautiful. So now you actually get to see how ridiculous this is. There's also a bug with Herald right now that you might have just noticed. Tegrid number 2 is supposed to cost me 18 mana, but for some reason it's not costing the Herald cost. It just costs the original cost. So the second Tegrid only actually cost me 7 mana. So just fun for your information thing about this mechanic that's clearly super balanced. I'm going to use Nightmare Harvest here, and oh man, I want that mana drain, Jason. I want your mana drain. I'm going to take this Temporal Mastery though, because at this stage, I would like to see what I draw out of this. Okay, we like this stuff actually quite a lot. So I'm going to go for a Paradox Haze now. Good. Come on, game. Let me move my hand, please. Thank you. I've actually only got one more swap, so let's move that away, and then let's do the Paradox Haze. And so now in an ideal world, right? My opponent. Oh, I'm not running. Ooh! Give me Desertion. Give us the goods. Don't drain all of his mana. Nice. Okay, so now we get that first card in his hand. Let's take it. Likes it. All right, so we're going to take this first card. Yeah, let's give it. What is it? Oh, come on. Be Mana Drain. Nice. We get a free Mana Drain out of that. Always love the free Mana Drains. Unfortunately, all of my supports are going to get wrecked here. At the beginning of your next turn. Oh, really? That is not how it should work. So I'm going to actually go ahead and say that, at least, this is my opinion, I think that's still a bug. I don't think it should work that way. That may be how it always has worked, but that definitely is not how it should work. So here you'll notice, I don't know if you saw as the time bubbles come in, you'll see that this thing flashes. That means it's activating, so we're exiling. You'll see that Teferi's up to 17 exiled cards already. So, alright, Teferi gets the Dragon down. That's honestly not a problem. So watch this flash with the time bubble. See, right there, boom. Time bubble, it's going to flash, boom. So that's exiling cards from Teferi over there, which is really, really nice to have. And then let's see what these are both land or wash out. Okay, cool. So let's just get rid of my opponent's stuff. So let's get rid of Jason's stuff here. So we're gonna do this and this and this. Oh, did I just accidentally discard the wrong thing? I might have. I might have done goof, guys. It's a bridge. I don't want the bridge. Goodbye. We're going to use our third. This is going to draw us 4 cards. So hopefully we get another time thingy. We don't, but we get a Serum Visions or Silundi Vision. Either way, it does exactly what we needed. We're going to bounce the Dragon, which means that we're definitely going to get a free Dragon from my opponent when I make my opponent lose his hand. So we're going to go ahead. We're definitely going to take the time reversal here because I would very much like to have an Dragon, please. So we're going to move that up. And actually, do I have a way of getting enough mana here, or did I just done goof? I done goof. Okay, I don't have enough mana to play the Dragon. That's fine. Let's see. I want to leave all of these time bubble gems here so that my opponent loses it and gives it to me for free anyways. So let's see what happens. All right, they discard it, and I get it for free. They discard it. I get it for free. I get it. I get it anyways because of the time bubbles. Oh, gee. This is so stupid, guys. This is... I am going to be a composed YouTuber that is not laughing at himself. No, I'm not. I can't do it. We're good. Okay, time bubble. I'm going to destroy my own time bubble gem. Oh, no. Actually, wait a minute. I only want... Do I even want the Dragon? Fine. I don't want the Dragon. I am Leet Scrub. No Dragon for me. All your Dragon are belong to us. So this is going to buff up... I understand why it's a fun deck, Gauze. I just mean that with the new weapons at Tegrid's disposal, this is like an extra version of absolute complete nonsense. Like, what the devil even is this? Like, look at this. Look at this. This is such... This is such baloney. I'm trying to use, like, big kid words. Not use big kid words. I'm trying not to use big kid words. This is such baloney right here. This is such baloney. Look at this. Oh my gosh. This is not right. What? Oh no, I got another time reversal. Yeah, sure, please. I'll take the other Dragon. Even though I'm not playing the Dragons. I feel like I should play the Dragons. You know what? Fine, I'll play the Dragons. Just because Jason seems to want me to play the Dragons, I will play the Dragons. And look at what happens to this kid right here. Look at that. Oh, this is so stupid. Oh, he destroyed a time bubble. We get it. It's ours. Oh my gosh. Look at this. What is this? Like, seriously, like, what? Oh my gosh, this is such BS. Like, I mean, look at this thing. This thing is at 23 shields. I have no use for it at all. There is no reason for me to use that thing. It's like, oh god, we're gonna get so many extra swaps out of this. We're gonna convert so many things to blue here too. This is not gonna be good. My opponent only has 1 card anyways. Let's time reversal. Let's do it. Let's do the time reversal thing. Because we're going to get a bunch of cards here. Oh, we got 2 time reversals. That's unfortunate. Time walk. Okay. Do we have enough to be able to play that? If anyone knows about the no triggers on gem matching bug, it's kind of tricky. When I say it's kind of tricky, I mean that I don't have an exact answer for you because there's so many problems with it right now that I don't know what the exact problem with it is. I just know that it is a problem. So, super useful, I know. But that is the best that I can do for that. So let's do this. Let's see if this will give us any more gems. It does not. Whatever. Teferi's dead. Look at that. Teferi has 76 cards in exile. Thank you, Jason, for being fodder. I appreciate that. very much. Ridiculous. Error, something went wrong. You are doing something that should not be allowed. So, it is, but it takes it up a notch, guys. Like, that's the thing about this. It takes it up a notch. It's like, you know what? Or, here, you know what? I'm up against a Rawl. So let's show Rawl this goodness here. Hey, buddy. Here. You're using Rawl. I'll use Rawl, too. No, that's not the right one. So here, you know what? If you're using Rawl, let's pull this out. We'll pull that out. We'll pull that out. And then we'll go for... Oh, it's one of these two. This. And then we'll do this. Yeah. Okay. So here's the other thing, right, about time reversal. That's just like, why? Seriously? Why? So the biggest hang-up, I feel like, and if you guys feel differently, please tell me. The biggest hang-up with... Actually, I could just do this, because you just draw a card. Although it puts these stupid enhancement gems down. You know what? We're just going to go with the original deck. Where is it? Here we are. Winged Portent. Let's do it. Alright, so let's do Wizard Class versus Wizard Class. There's no way that my opponent is playing Rawl without Wizard Class. So here's the other ridiculous thing that this thing does for us, right? Is that... Oh, well, that's stupid. Can we get a turn 1 win? Wait. Hold on. I want to try and get a turn 1 win. So before I talk myself into making a mistake, I want to see if there's a way that I can get a turn 1 win with Wizard Class. That'd be good. I don't have enough mana. I'm going to be close. Is there a way that I can get more? No. There's not a good way. This here can get me more, but not too much more. Bummer. All right. So the time reversal, or whatever the heck it's called, is going to be able to do some pretty ridiculous things for us here. In that, in that it lets us get rid of stuff from our hand. How can I buy Planeswalkers if they're not available for them? Shall I wait for them and check the vault daily? Great question, Ftomi. So, 5-match loyalty. So here's the thing, right? Planeswalkers rotate every week. So you don't need to check daily for them, but you should absolutely be checking weekly. If someone in the comments, if someone else in the chat would be kind enough to say, I think that they rotate on Thursday. I think they rotate on Thursdays. So just every Thursday, check the vault, and you'll see the Planeswalkers that are in the upcoming section to rotate in. Thank you all for that information about the missed match. I always hate missing matches, but it happens from time to time. As I said, I'm not wearing my glasses, and I don't wear contacts. So this is a case of it's actually quite difficult for me to see all of the gems, even with having the big screen here. I've got a big screen going. It's Tuesday? It's Thursday early. Okay, I thought it was Thursday. Thank you. So even though I have the big screen going here, I can't see for the life of me. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I forgot to put Temporal Mastery in this deck. That was a mistake. That was a big time no-no. So now we have to wait to get our Hellkite down, which is going to be really difficult because I forgot to put Temporal Mastery in the deck. It's going to happen, but... That is not good. Oh, that is so not good. We just gave Rawl a 5-er. Oh, that's yuck. Alright, well, did I just lose? Right, no, I did not. Okay. Do we have a match in our colors? No, we don't. But that's okay, because we can do this. We'll get the Hellkite out. Alright, so now this is game over. This is very game over. We're going to do... This is audible. Game over. Thank you, game. Yep, that's fine. 2. Woo, yuck. Those are terrible draws, but that's okay. This game just decided to make life super difficult on me, didn't it? Good for you, game. Magnum Opus and Artificer's Epiphany. I'll show you in just a minute, Tomi. So after this match, I'll go to the Planeswalkers and I'll show you. So we do have a time reversal here, which is good. Although this is definitely not an optimized version of this deck. Ooh, yikes. It is not going to give me enough mana. I don't win this turn. Do I? I do. Good. Yikes. This is what I get for not adding Temporal Mastery. What did I miss? Here, I'm going to go there now. Let's show our new friend what it is we're talking about. Let's go on over there. So, Tomi, when you go to... because there is a Planeswalker I don't have that's coming up. So you go to Planeswalkers. And then... Oops, sorry. I'm spazzing out. You go to Vault. You go to Planeswalkers. So, right, these are the Planeswalkers that are for sale. Right here. And then down here, you'll see Available Soon. So these are the Planeswalkers that are going to enter the Vault on Thursday. Right? So if you see like the Available Soon section right here, these are what's going to be available on Thursday. And I think, yeah, you see how I'm moving them with... you can't see my hand, but I'm moving them. So you can actually try and scroll through and see them. So, yeah. Just... easy way to see that kind of stuff. So, the last deck that I wanted to show you guys was also based on Time Bubble gems, right? Because Time Bubble is fair and balanced. So what we're going to do for this one is we're going to use Teferi, and what we're going to do is we're going to swap this out. We're going to make this standard. And so this time, what I'm going to be showcasing is Sigil of the Empty Throne. So, Sigil of the Empty Throne reads, when you cast a support other than this one, summon a 4/4 Angel Token with flying. And normally casting a whole bunch of supports is kind of difficult. But remember, all the time bubbles that enter the battlefield count as supports. Count as you casting supports, specifically. So we're going to be using that because that's, once again, you're going to be hearing this a lot from me, fair and balanced. We're going to use Deny. Oh, wow, you're like a brand new player. Well, I hope that my channel is helpful to you. If you don't recognize him, Tomi, but Gaussmaster in the chat is also a content creator for Puzzle Quest, and he puts out a lot of really good videos as well. So. I would definitely go ahead and check out his channel. It's just Gaussmaster, right? Like just literally how he's spelled here, like that's his channel. So you should definitely check him out. He's a phenomenal member of the community. And as I said, he puts out some really good stuff as well. So I would definitely go ahead and check him out. But yes, welcome to the community. Let's see. So... is always what I test, and it always disappoints. No, this time it's not going to disappoint, guys. It's not going to disappoint. Although, why am I... Why? What am I missing for Deny Gems? I'm missing something. Oh, well. We're going to convert blue with the Mag OC, and we're going to also go with landforming. Because that's a thing that we like to do. We want more mana. And then we're going to use... This is white. I'm using a white deck, so I can actually use normal people removal. I'm going to do that. I'm going to use normal people removal. Actually, am I going to use normal people removal? I'm not going to use normal people removal. I've got Teferi and Washout. I'm going to pray that Teferi and Washout is going to be enough for my removal, actually. This is going to be maybe a bad kid decision right here. There was something else that I really liked with this, and I'm feeling really foolish about. Yeah, for sure. Tell me, if you haven't yet joined my Discord, I would definitely suggest joining my Discord. And then there's like all of the big there's a lot of the big coalitions in my Discord in the coalition recruitment, and you can just go there and send out a message, and you'll get snapped up into a coalition of players that is very active. So I would definitely suggest that. That would be very good for you, I think. Okay, so we've got the judge here. I did not say peasant removal, but we can go ahead and say that. I didn't. But we can pretend that I said that. For sure. You know what? I'm going to use a turtle. I love turtles. Turtle. And we're going to go here. Turtle. Dragon turtle. Okay, we're going to do this. I feel like I don't have enough stuff denying gems. I've only got Time Walk and Paradox Haze. What am I missing from Puzzle Masters? Alright, I'm just going to do Puzzle Masters, blue and colorless. What? Isn't there more that denies gems? Am I just missing something? No? Alright, well, we'll do this. This should be enough anyways. Oh, nope, do not buy crystals, Michael. You do not need more of them. So the idea here is the Sigil of the Empty Throne. Yeah, Gauze definitely does more giveaways, so I should do more of them. I can do as many as Gauze does. Octagon is really supportive of both of us, actually. I really appreciate how much they support the two of us. And I would love to do more giveaways. I just... like, I'll send in a message, and then we have this, like, spreadsheet that we fill stuff out in. And then we're supposed to email them back saying we filled out the spreadsheet, and it is not one of my better skills. Okay, this is actually a pretty good start as things go, because I want to showcase the angel thing, and so I'm actually trying to avoid killing my opponent too fast. So I'm going to take the white match here. Maybe I can go white into blue, which I can, which is good. I'm not going to cast the Solendi Vision because that was not a horizontal match, but I'll work my way to it now. And then... Raggy. All right, we'll take it. It's going to drop the blue down so my opponent doesn't take it. And we're going to take the Seagate Restoration. Because we want as much conversion as we can. Perfect. Okay, so between the Paradox Haze and the Sigil of the Empty Throne, this should be enough for me to showcase just how broken this is. So we're gonna go for the. Come on, Michael. You have a brain. You can use it. You are not this tired. False. You are. We're gonna go for the Paradox Haze, the Time Walk, and then the Sigil. We're gonna do that. Yep. Ooh. I'm actually gonna take this match and hope that I get a Cascade. I did not get the Cascade, and I gave Nissa a really good match. And she gets the Cascade. This is what you get for fishing for Cascades, Michael. This is what you get for risking it for the biscuit. No biscuit, just risk it. What's this? Garbage. Okay. No fear whatsoever. I'm going to throw away the judge. I don't need the judge for this. I could bounce my opponent's creature. That might be a good play. Now that my opponent has buffed that thing somehow, I feel like it would be an even better idea to bounce that. Bounce, baby. Let's do it. Get out of here. Shoot. And then we're going to use... Oh, I want the water veil. There aren't enough blue matches on the board for me to get enough out of it. I need to make more blue matches on the board. I got to do it now. All right. I am hoping that he finally fell asleep, but after this is done, I'm going to go check on him. Let's just put it this way, guys. I would not bet on him being asleep right now. I would actually bet against him being asleep right now, which is crazy, but just how my life has turned out right now. All right, so we're going to go ahead. This is good. This is actually great positioning. I'm going to throw away this turtle, which I feel really bad for. That feels messed up to say. I'm going to throw away this turtle. I'm going to play the Sigil. And now I just need to be able to not lose all of my supports. Oh, no. Okay. All right, well, this is going to start making angel tokens because we had 2 deny gems. We're going to have to get them back. So I have a plan for this, guys. I have a real plan for this. All right. Here's how it goes. Step 1, use that ability. Step 2, cry in a corner because our draws feel bad, man. Step 3, get to Fairy Hero of Dominariadon on the battlefield so that I can start drawing more cards and hopefully do more with my life. We'll see. All right, so we get Wash Out down, which is good. That's going to get us another angel because, you know, we love the angels coming out. They're good stuff. Let's see. We've got 2 more matches. Is there a way that I can get a white match out of this? Maybe. Well, let's do this because this is still just going to be a lot of loyalty. And I always like getting more loyalty. And then, let's see. This destroying this time bubble is the way because this is going to give us time bubble into white into green. And so that's going to be, yes, more angels. Another match. Yes, please. Let's see. Let's toss that. I've got enough stacks of those now. Get to the chopper. Do it now. I don't like my board position right now. I mean, I like it well enough. I just don't like that my opponent destroyed my goodies. I'm not pleased about that. But I mean, as much as I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I don't know. I feel bad now, man. It feels bad, man. Throwing away the turtles was just not the right play, I think, for how I feel. I feel like a bad person now, right? Throwing away the turtles. Let's just go ahead and be real and say that it objectively makes me a bad person. Throwing away the turtles made me an objectively bad person. All right, we're going to play Paradox Haze, which is going to get us more deny gems, which is good because we need more of those down. Oh, yes, let's do it. Get it. Got it. Good. Do we have any good matches, though? No, we do not. There's the bouncy thing on the bottom. The bouncy thing on the bottom. Yes, that's a thing. I'm being really specific right now, which is great. Let's see. Wait. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Cool. Let's move Time Walk and Paradox Haze up so they don't get destroyed this time. So let's do this here. Yep. Okay, we got Time Walk down. Oh man, Time Walk is in a terrible place. Why you do this, Time Walk? No. It's literally Mario Kart. Oh, you exiled my angel stack. I have serious problems with you now. How dare you exile my angel stack? All right. Those angels clearly did not have enough dust. All right, we're going to go ahead. That's going to give me the Time Walk extra match, which is good. We're going to get rid of this judge here. We're going to get rid of this turtle here. We're going to get rid of this wash out here. We're going to use our ability here to get extra turns because extra turns are for big kids. We're going to do this to get more angels. And then that's going to also convert more gems to blue, which is a big deal. And then we're going to... I quote all sorts of things. I am a problem. The 100% a problem. And then the worst thing about it is that the more tired that I am, and I'm tired right now, the worse that my filters get. And so the worse that my filters get, the more general nonsense I say, which is not always a good thing. But here you're going to see that these time bubble gems count as casting, which is wrong. They should not count as casting. It's very wrong. Bad time bubble gems. Very bad time bubble gems. We're going to get 2 more angels out of this, which is beautiful. All right, we're going to get another Paradox Haze down because, once again, I don't want my opponent destroying my Paradox Haze. And I'm feeling pretty good about things now because now this turn, we're definitely going to be good, right? Then, no, I don't think I quoted this movie you are thinking of. All right, so this is good. This is going to give us a whole bunch of stuff. Although, unfortunately, Time Walk is in the wrong place. There's nothing I can do for Time Walk. Time Walk, you have forsaken me. You have failed me for the last time, Time Walk. All right, we're going to try and get a blue match. Because a blue match means that we turn more gems into Hootenannies. And then the more gems that we turn into Hootenannies, the better. So this guarantees that we will get a blue match. And it's also going to give us more angels, which is good. We're going to get our judge down, which is a fair and balanced card. We're just going to keep fetching stuff out of the library here. And then, what's this one? Wash out. Cool. Let's bounce my opponent's creature and make even more of those deny gems. And is there anything more that we can do down there? No, there is not. No, there is not, other berry. No, there is not. Because I cannot get this gem. Time Walk. All right. Actually, we get one more turn anyways. So I shouldn't even be complaining about Time Walk. So, actually, do I have a Magosi on the battlefield right now? Nope. 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 You know what I would like? This is going to sound silly. I'd like a button that I press that just shows me all of my supports. It just tells me all the supports I have on the battlefield. Oh, wait, this gets me another angel. Let's do that. Oh, get it? Got it? Good. Yes. Although I think I actually I thought that I made up get it, got it, good. I started saying that in like high school, something like that. I don't know. Clearly I didn't make it up, so I'm not as smart as I thought I was, which is not actually depressing. It's always best. It's always good to be humbled from time to time, you know? All right, we're going to take this blue match because this should give me a bonus swap. Does it give us a bonus swap? Please. Please, thank you. And then, you know, I'm going to use this. We're going to try and make as many of our little angels as possible. 1, 2, 3. And then we can make one more, right? We could actually maybe make 2 if I get lucky with Teferi's draw here. Cool. We can make 2 more. So let's make 2 more. Or maybe 3 if this gives me enough mana. Not quite. Well, still, look at that. Time bubbles make you the 64-64. It's fun. It's cool. But it is not seed gems. Seed gems... Why? All right. I lied. I said that this was going to be the last deck I showed you guys for tonight, but I have one more. Because it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. That's what we call this. Fun. Fair, balanced, fun. Yeah. Okay. No, not me. Where did Nissa go? Where are you? Where are you? I have to do this. I have to do this one more time. I have to use this deck. We didn't get to see Selvala. I didn't show you guys Selvala. Selvala didn't happen. And as Selvala didn't happen, I have to try and make her happen. You know? Oh, well, hello. Thank you for listening to me, game. That never happens. What? Much appreciated. Okay. What is the play here? Okay. We're going to do loyalty into white, into... Yeah. Tainted Adversary. This is going to be fun. Okay. We're going to go with this one to drop the double green down because it's going to make it more likely to be able to get a match out of this, which I get. I get Sivala, which is good. Not great because she's only going to be converting 2 gems here because Sivala is my strongest creature with 2 power. Which is, you know, sad, but the way of the world right now. And then, what is the play here? I need to get Moldea down. I need to get the Oracle down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for some loyalty here, because that's gonna guarantee that this next turn, if I don't die here, is gonna be a big kid turn for me. So I don't die, which is good. I actually could use Sivala here. Sure, why not? We're going to take this match right here. We're going to turn Timber for the Oracle right here, which is great. And then let's use this. Yep, for sure. No problem. I'm going to be going to sleep after this as well. Gaz, thank you for coming by. Thank you for supporting me and always being here. I really appreciate you, buddy. So you have a great night. Good luck in your polls as well. And I'll catch you a little bit later, my friend. Oh my gosh, another 5 match? Seriously, game? Okay, cool, please. Yeah, let's start getting our elemental tokens down. So now here, I'm actually going to go ahead and swap the forests out for these elemental tokens. Because these elemental tokens are stronger than the forests will ever be. And while I can get many forest tokens, I don't need many forest tokens, which is the key point here. They're not needed. We don't need all the forest tokens. So we're just going to play it like this. And now, this stupid thing has 20 power, so this is going to convert 20 gems to green next turn. Unless Liliana is a big girl and kills this thing, which it should do. But it did not, which is stupid. So now we're going to convert 25 gems to green. And go boom! And then, oof. That's going to give us a whole bunch more seed gems, which is going to give us a whole bunch more of these elemental tokens, which is wrong. Oh my gosh, this is so wrong, guys. This is so wrong. Oh, man. All right, this is going to be a big turn right here. Look at this. Look at all the mana that we get. So we just drew 2, and then our whole hand goes and eats up all the manas. This is going to be game over this turn for sure. Yeah, this is definitely going to be game over. Okay, I don't need the forest tokens. Oh gosh, so much mana. I still don't need the forest tokens. I mean, I could have actually replaced Sivala. Should I do that? Let's win the game this turn. Sure. Let's get rid of Sivala. We're gonna go for 1 and. Do I go for the Turn Timber or the Dryad Arbor? I'm going to go for the Dryad Arbor. I know it destroys something instead of making it, but that's fine. That's fine. We're going to get more elemental tokens. Oh, but we still haven't made our actual swap because of the 5 match. We get another swap. This is big stuff. How would I name this deck? I would name this Degenerate, which is what I name all of my stupid decks. But I think that you're looking for a more specific answer than my typical degenerate name by just calling my deck Degenerate because it does degenerate things. I know what I would call this. I would call this Seedsational. That's the name. Seedsational. We get 2 more gardens out of this. Sure, we're going to convert more. This deck is absolutely Seedsational. So that is my answer. Final answer. Do I win the prize? This is so stupid. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe how good they made this. Like, this is a land, guys. All of these elemental tokens are lands. Jeez Louise. This is ridiculous. These lands are stronger than Tainted Adversary is. Oh my god. I'm not kidding. This is a direct comparison. This land versus Tainted Adversary. The loop timer don't want none of this. Nope. No, it is not. All right. I don't think there's any way to make more of them, right? You just do it by match if it wasn't a swap. Okay, so if I can make it, I see. If I can make another thing of green gems match here. I only see one way, which is to make this match here, and if it... No, it doesn't. All right, well, whatever. That's game. My gosh, that's crazy. It's so good. So good. So, the moral of the story here is that the new Green Puzzle Masters pack is 100% must-have addition to your collection. Like, every player should make sure that they have these 4 cards in their collection. You ready? Colony Garden, Dryad Arbor, and then Fetchy Wetchy and its friend, right? So, I know they're not actually called Fetchy Wetchy and their friend, but here. Okay, here we are. Colony Garden, must have. Absolute must have. Like, this thing, you have to have this card. Dryad Arbor, must have. Look at this. This is a permanently standard convert 3 to green. This is a permanently standard convert 3 to green. And then they both seed gems, and this thing makes these stupid elemental tokens. Then we've got Nissa's Expedition, which is beautiful because it fetches these two and is also permanently standard. We've got Boundless Realms, which fetches these. Boundless Realms is not as essential as Nissa's Expedition, honestly, because as you noticed, I never actually got the full mana to one of my lands. So it's pretty hard because these are 11 and 14 mana. So you'd have to have 14 seed gems on the board, which is not very likely. It's possible, but not very likely. Realms Uncharted, we're not going to go over, but yeah, this Green Puzzle Masters pack is exceptional. The downside to this Green Puzzles Masters pack, well, actually, one more upside, is that the rares are truly exceptional. Like, the best cards in the Green Puzzle Masters pack are the rares. So you're going to get them before you get the mythics anyways. So what do I mean by the rares are the exceptional ones? Sylvala converts more gems than she should, and she's rare and she's permanently standard. So I say more than she should, but she's crazy. Like, she's really good. Colony Garden is absolutely insane as well. This card is actually broken. We've got where are you? We got the Boundless Realms, which is very solid, especially once you've got your garden. As removal goes, Nissa's Judgment is a pretty solid card, as well as is the Colony Gem. And I've already showcased these in an earlier stream on the Green Puzzle Masters. So if you wanted to check out some of that gameplay sometime, by all means go ahead and check out some of that gameplay as well. But then when you'd wind up getting the mythics, I mean, between the Oracle of Moldiah here, which is unbelievable. Like, because of this, when you make a green match, if it wasn't by swap, seed a gem, like, you just get so much mana for having this thing that you really can just use one big green beat stick. Is just... it's crazy. And then Nissa's Expedition is just really good as well. So I'm wrong about white. I am correct about red. Red is bad. I did not get any of the new red stuff. Red, this is bad. I will eventually maybe go for it because I do want Fire Servant, but it's legitimately bad. The white one, I don't know. So Healer of the Pride. So yeah, no, you can definitely do this as free to play, dummy. Healer of the Pride is a problem. This card is borderline too good as well. I just don't have it, and so I'm actually going to push to get this card so I can showcase it for you guys. But the reason why this thing is so good is because when you improve a gem, if there isn't space on the battlefield for that gem to get improved, it converts a gem to that color. And so with this thing here, it says whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if you have full life, which not very hard to do, low power mode, I'm plugged in. This game is burning my phone even while being plugged in. Okay. Anyways, so this thing here has, when a creature enters the battlefield, enlist 3 gems. So it's eventually going to make it so that anytime a creature enters the battlefield, convert 3 gems to white. It's like Path of Discovery on steroids. Because the reason why I say you're definitely going to have full life, otherwise gain 9 life. So you're going to gain life. And then if you're using New Ajani as well, I mean, you just get the passive increase as well. And by passive increase, I just mean like the passive cats every turn. You get 2 cats every turn. So you're going to get 2 cats. You're going to convert 6 gems to white potentially. And if any of those white gems make their way to the bottom, then boom. And then beyond that, because of the way Enlist works, is someone theorized that the top half of the gems are what get enlisted because they have that special ability if they're on the bottom. So the game will always try and spawn them on the top half, meaning that as it's converting gems, you're just going to get matches like crazy because rather than having the whole board of gems to convert, it only converts a specific portion of the gems. And so you just get crazy mana out of this thing. So Healer of the Pride in conjunction with the Colony thingy-mabobber is bad news bears because the elemental comes down and then gems get converted. And so if you have a way of drawing cards, you just basically go absolutely ham. The amount of mana that you're able to produce with this thing is entirely unreasonable. If you use this with the spell that makes 18 core tokens, then you play the core token spell, and then you are going to convert 54 gems to white, basically, is sort of how that works. Not quite 54, because it'll enlist some. But yeah, you're effectively converting almost 54 gems to white for doing that. And so the amount of A, mana, B, loyalty, and C, whatever else you get as a power buff for the enlist gems hitting the bottom of the board is absolutely crazy. So Healer of the Pride is really, really good. I've seen some screen grabs of people who have it. I don't have it myself. So if you're curious what I bought, I bought a bunch of these green packs so I could fill it out a little bit. You'll see that I haven't even looked at the colorless cards because they're terrible. Nor have I looked at the Archdruid because it's terrible. But I was able to pull the cards that I wanted out of this, and I would suggest that everyone eventually get to this pack. I'm not saying you have to get to it right now, but eventually get to this pack. Especially because we should have a new set in Puzzle Quest in like 3 weeks. So be careful. It's like 3 or 4 weeks we're getting a new set in Puzzle Quest. So like a new full set. The Kamigawa set comes out in like 3 or 4 weeks in Puzzle Quest. So you're going to definitely want to have some crystals for that. So if you're a free-to-play player, absolutely save up for the new Kamigawa set. Try and get yourself like 1 or 2 premium packs. But yeah, this green one is definitely the way to go. The blue stuff, I did pick up some of, right? I did pick up some of the blue stuff because I really wanted to make sure that I picked up... where is it? I wanted to pick up a few cards. I wanted Time Reversal, which I got, which is really lucky. And then I also wanted Wash Out, which I got, which was also pretty lucky. Because you'll see that there's still the Spell Stutter sprite right there. We've got the Disruptive Student right there. So I didn't pull all the rares. And then I desperately want Ambiguity. So I am personally going to be going for this blue pack because this card here is another one that's a problem. Like the only thing that balances it is that it has 2 shields. So it's going to break itself. Because when a Time Bubble token is destroyed by you or your opponent, you deny 3 gems. So yeah, the green mox is pointless. Like, let's just call it for what it is. This card is pointless. I used this to like try and test out like the whole pack. It is pointless because like why would you use the mox when you're getting hundreds of mana, literal hundreds of mana? Like I said, my first time playing the deck, I think I got 276 mana just from my gem swaps. I've played, I think it's 5 Tarrasques. I think that's what I'm up to now. I've hard cast from 0 mana, 5 Tarrasques in 1 turn because of seed gems. What? Tarrasque is 30 mana. That's a minimum of 150 mana that went to those Tarrasques. It's ridiculous. There is no point to Mox Emerald. Seriously. There is no point to this card. Green has so much... This thing is better than Mox Emerald. Let's be real. Selvala is better than Mox Emerald. You're going to get more gems out of this probably. I'm just calling it for what it is. I don't know. The Emerald could be better than Selvala, but it also takes up a support slot. Maybe not. It's comparable. That rare is comparable to it. However, Mox Emerald has absolutely nothing on this card. Nothing. This thing is... I don't know. Yeah. Oh, you got ambiguity. I've gotten to play with it a little bit because the Ashiok deck that I was playing a little bit earlier, where I steal things, I went up against a few players that had ambiguity, and so I got to play with it by stealing theirs. But that's the only way that I've played with it myself. So I also really want to test out the black stuff here. I actually really want to play a Bone Miser deck right here with Waste Not. So Bone Miser plus Waste Not here. And then specifically even potentially just run a Waste Not deck with Time Bubbles. So make a Waste Not Time Bubble deck and then just have some fun with that. So yeah. I really want to try that. There's a few other cards here that I want to be fair. There's definitely a few other cards here that I want in the black pack, but the red pack is absolute garbage, and I do not suggest that any of you go for the white pack. I'm gonna be upfront. As good as Healer of the Pride is, I am going to go ahead and say this right now. Do not put crystals into this pack because the rares in the white pack are terrible. Like this. There is no play for this. This is a garbage card. There is no play for this card. This card is garbage. I mean, like okay, you could do something with this with New Ajani where you give it prevent damage, and then just enlist a bunch of gems. But no, it's not worth chasing. This new Marble Chalice, no, this is bad. Don't do it. Like it. Jareth is a cool card. I'll give Jareth that. This is bad. Inspiring Rare, bad. So the thing about the white pack, right, that's kind of scary, is that you're looking at putting in somewhere around 2,000 to 4,000 crystals to pull Healer of the Pride, and this isn't going to be a card that's going to transform your collection. It's not like Colony Garden. So I don't see a scenario where any free-to-play player is going to legitimately want to pull from this pack, because while the Mox Pearl is good, right? The white Mox is good. There's definitely a value in that card. I mean, otherwise you're just going to be pulling through so much stuff that you're just never going to use. So I do not advise that you pull from a Johnny's Spellbook. I do not advise that you pull from Chandra's Spellbook. This one's just terrible. It's absolutely terrible. So I would just say, honestly, pull from Nissa's, right? This one. Get your cards from Nissa's. And then if you want, by all means, you can go for some of the blue ones. The blue ones are good as well. And then cut your losses there, right? That's what I would do if you're a free-to-play player. If you're a pay-to-play player, then by all means, if the sticker price doesn't upset you, then go for Healer of the Pride. This card is really, really good. The Liliana Spellbook is going to have a bunch of really fun cards, and there are actually some really good cards that you're going to get a lot of play out of anyways. So Snuff Out is just a card that should be like always in your collection, kind of. So this is definitely a really good card to have. It's flash removal. That's only 7 mana that you'll always have access to. So that one's definitely worth it. But beyond that, not too much. So I would definitely say chase green, maybe chase some blue, but prioritize getting the new set. And I would definitely prioritize the 3 new Puzzle Masters Planeswalkers over any acquisition of cards right now as well, potentially. Just because I mean, I guess you could wait on Nissa until you get some of her cards, because Nissa isn't as good until you have the Seed Gem cards. But New Ajani is completely cracked. This dude right here, really, really, really good. I have a video coming out on Ajani soon. I actually got the rest of my footage for it today, where I just decided to take like all of the cards that are just sort of broken in Ajani and put them all into one deck, just to showcase like how many different cards there are that make Ajani really good. And it's really, really good. And then of course New Teferi is, I think that New Teferi is really fun to play, but is absolutely cancerous because of this ability right here. Really, really, really powerful. So yeah, I'm gonna call it good for the night. I should go to sleep. It's 10:45. My kids are going to be up at like 6 something in the morning, and they're going to be waking me up. So being the only parent here for the next month or two, maybe a few weeks, who knows. Morning, Andrew. Good to see you. So yeah, just with that, I should at least try and get some sleep. So yeah, I'm going to call that good for tonight. If you enjoyed the stream and you want to support the stream, there is a link in the description. You can go to the Streamlabs link there. You can donate to the stream. It's always appreciated. If you want to become a patron, I love you guys. Thank you. For all my patrons who are here, thank you guys for your continued support. For all of you who just came to spend some of your night with me, thank you so much. Especially those of you who were chatty in the chat. I love chatting with you guys. Honestly, it's part of why I've been doing a lot more streaming as opposed to just recording. I love being social with games. I have a lot more fun playing socially, and this is a way that I can play socially. So I really like this. So yeah. Thank you all. Oh, where's the wife? I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream, Andrew. But my wife's grandmother has gone into hospice, and so I told my wife that she should go and be there with her grandmother until the end of things. So she is out of town until whenever that happens. The family requested that I not... If you're wondering, like, wow, Michael, you're a terrible person. Why wouldn't you go? The family requested that we not have the kids there for that, just because they're all in, like, a state of, like... and they hate showing emotions and feelings. So the kids are here with me, and I'm just holding down the fort with the kids. And then... as things go, I'll come up with the kids later. So there's going to eventually be a content drought for me for a little bit, because when things are all said and done, I'm going to be going up to Oregon and being there with my family, with the kids. And so I won't have access to all of my recording gear, and I think they would be rather upset, rightfully so, if I was doing that. But yeah, so that's why it's just me for at least a few weeks, maybe longer. Who knows? Like, yeah, you never know with these things. So, anywho, yeah. Thank you guys all so much for coming tonight. I know, ending on a downer. What are you doing, Michael? I should tell a joke. Then I end on an upper. Do I know any jokes that are uppers? Not really. And I don't even know that I can tell any jokes on stream, because all of my jokes are just wildly inappropriate. Like, that's the thing. Like, my sense of humor, like, I think that Borat is the funniest movie, right? It's like my favorite movie. So, like, all of my humor, my like normal humor is stuff that I can't say on my channel. Nope, I got nothing. I keep thinking of a Michael Jackson joke that's just not appropriate. So it involves like Michael Jackson and Walmart and what do both of them like and little boy's pants half off. I just said it anyways. Ridiculous. Go to bed, Michael. Anyways, thank you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.